Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Lumberjack here, and Session 4 is going to be a game Seattle Mariners versus Chicago Cubs. I mean, I would normally skip this, but it's the Cubs, it's Wrigley Field, so yeah. Yeah, this is the one I like when they show this. They can show the two lineups side by side. Yeah, and for this particular franchise, I just did what I always do: is I just turn on the DH for both leagues. It's easier that way. Then I don't have to worry.
Chicago, there's a beautiful look at Wrigley Field. Tonight the opener of a three-game series between the Seattle Mariners
and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show.
Okay, I just turn on DH in both leagues because then I only have to really worry about left-hander versus DH and right-hander versus DH. I don't have to worry about, I have two lineups instead of four.
Well, guys, he's making his big debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. Going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
All right.
Striding into the box, Starling Marte.
Just checking my sliders right there.
Opportunity in this one. Pitch out, nothing doing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Soler going back, still going back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Ooh.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they have lots of power, but also lots of speed in that lineup as well. So you need to stay out of the double play situations and work counts.
Paul Goldschmidt gets his first opportunity now.
I wonder why Herrera's
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate
here.
that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher in the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
I shouldn't have swung at that. That's entirely on me for swinging at that pitch.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Jose Abreu will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is Soler. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So with that home run, he's now just too shy of an even 100 for his career.
Well, 100 home runs is a nice round number, Matt, but not such a big number that he'll get too excited about it. I'm sure he'll get the ball, put it on his shelf, and move on.
All right. For those that are wondering, those rooftop seats back there, they were actually built by the people who own those buildings. And initially the Cubs, and from what I understand, initially the Cubs were not too thrilled with those seats. But then the people who lived there, they kind of formed a community group, and basically they went to the Cubs ownership and said, look, you know, we'll give you half of the revenue if you don't come after us in court. And the Cubs said, all right, sounds good to us. So yeah, those are actual Wrigley Field, considered Wrigley Field seats now, and the Cubs get half of the revenue for the ticket sales. Or at least that's how I understand it from the information I got. Whether that's the actual truth or not, I don't know. I'm just saying that's the information I have on it, okay? So I'm not stating it's that fact. I'm just saying the information I've been given, this is the situation, okay?
Standing in now, Jason Hayward. Got him.
Okay, that was a good pitch.
And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch-out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout
Wow,
pitcher,
that got dark really quickly.
Going to be a solid one. Many of the best pitchers at this level have at least one.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. But the Mariners pick up 3 in the inning on this 3-run home run.
Yeah, I mean, that was it a second ago, and then all of a sudden it's...
Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he was the Cy Young Award winner in the American League last year. He had a great season and really dominated from start to finish. He's open to make it.
We'll jump forward
All
in
right.
this one to the top
I'm
of
not
number
too
2.
interested in pitching for this one, so I'm just going to be skipping the pitching. I think I'll do...
3-0 pitch. Tony helps him out there. It's 3-1.
Not a very convincing swing there, especially on a 3-0.
I think I'm going to do most of my pitching, most of my full games on the as part of the New York Mets franchise.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Travis Ishikawa into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going.
Ishikawa's batting because
still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
PJ Boone has a dislocated shoulder, so he's going to be out 2 weeks in game.
With the strikeout, here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over.
And for those of you who have Travis Ishikawa in different game, in your game, yes, I know he is by default a different position. I needed an extra catch. I had some injuries. I was in desperate need of a catcher, so I converted him to a catcher. That's the story behind that, okay?
We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3. Andrew McCutchen is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double.
Up next for Seattle.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starling Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. to be thinking strikeout here. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather
Ah,
badly for the first down.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Soler. 2 gone.
Man, I probably should have had him tag up there.
Steps in with another shot to do some
But
damage
whatever.
after hitting a 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
1-1, here it is. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped fouled at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looped out towards short.
Yeah, easy
Throw on
out.
to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Easy out.
1 left for Seattle, but they still lead it 3-2. Chris Coghlan digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. Jason Hayward is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward has gone on strikes, and there's 1 away.
The third baseman, number 13.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for
Kyle
Seattle.
Seager will dig in now, the winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone because a few inches lower, that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Hard liner to center field. Fowler is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Chris Bryant is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5. Miguel Herrera heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Fowler to the track. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone.
All right, Herrera.
So a solo shot here to left center field, and it gives the M's a 4-2 lead.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. In now, Travis Ishikawa. Hit hard on the ground to second. Listella has it. Go on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first
Easy
out
out.
of the inning. Andrew McCutchen digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Line to the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Stepping in now, Starling Marte. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
That was a good curveball.
So 1 run on
That
one
was a
base
good
hit.
curveball.
Back here with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Starlin Castro gets ready to start out the Cubs half of the inning. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Paul Goldschmidt will get things going here in the Mariners 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soler on the move. And that's the first out of the inning. Jose Abreu will stand in, and as he does, will flash it back to the first inning of the ballgame. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Hit hard toward first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Jason Heyward ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Bryant scoops it up. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Chris Coghlan will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5. Time to move ahead to the top of
All right,
number
come
7.
on. Come on, Manny. You haven't really done much this game, so let's get it moving.
This one. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Oh, high.
Oh!
That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Hey, what can I say? Hey, yay.
And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Miguel Herrera will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second.
Hey, maybe it'll be like the Sports Center, like the commercial.
Second with a 1-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hand getting into good position. It starts to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Into the box, Travis Ishikawa, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Casey Keene come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Actually, I got lucky there. I looked away from the screen for a second,
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
and I managed to get a walk out of
Flying
it.
around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time.
Wow. Just,
Starling
wow.
Marte
Awesome
gets a
pitch.
shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Soler's after it. And the inning is over.
Yeah, Marte's not having a very good game today, but
Anthony
you know
Rizzo
what?
will stand in, and he,
That
like
happens.
so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
I mean, I hate going over, but it's just a fact of life.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
The fact of life.
Leading
A
off the
fact
inning,
of
Paul
life.
Goldschmidt, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And this is foul tipped, so that runs the count full now at 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
He had the count in his favor, 3-1, and then got a little too over anxious at the plate. You see, he winds up chasing 2 pitches out of the zone, either of which could have easily been ball 4.
Into the box now, Jose Abreu. To 2-2.
Ay, ay, ay.
Really good job so far.
Stop
by this
it
guy
with the
out of
off-speed pitches.
He's really
Damn.
put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are.
Jesus, what the fuck is with all the damn sliders?
Jason Hayward stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he'll step on the bag himself. The inning is over. Dexter Fowler.
That's
will
the
be the
life
one.
all about you.
Dexter
All
Fowler
about you.
stands in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor.
I'm
so
sorry,
far.
it just,
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just had the Facts of Life theme song go through my
You're
head.
going to win too many games when that's the case.
And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Manny Machado will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Kyle Seager will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Miguel Herrera is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. In there, a base hit.
Come on.
He's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Yeah, we'll get Rosenthal roll.
One away. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the runner from second is in to score.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worseness.
Pedro Strop will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Hold on a sec. I heard a noise coming from the bathroom. I'm gonna go check and see what that is. I'm gonna need a couple of minutes, folks. One of my paintings fell down. You know, one of my framed pictures fell down, so I'm gonna need a couple minutes to. Alright, well, it looks like I'll have to take care of it tomorrow. Hook came out of the wall, but I'm not exactly going to be doing any hammering it right now, considering what time it is when I'm streaming this.
Runners are in second and third with one down. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I tried to check swing, it hit the bat anyway.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Set to deal on 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit hard but fouled to the left, and they'll try it again. Second and third here, one man out. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. Montero gathers, and he makes the throw to first. McCutchen is retired, 2 down now. Starling Marte struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit.
Hasn't really done anything out of the number 3 slot.
Let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Smoke toward third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners forced to settle for one. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. The M's lead it 6-2. Miguel Montero steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Trevor Rosenthal will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
All right, ninth inning. Let's see if I can do it.
Striding in to start the ninth, Miguel Montero, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Rosenthal's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Chopped foul right at home plate. Right back at him, but I think it got his glove. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
The shortstop, number 13.
Starlin Castro will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time. And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
I'll tell you what, if you're related to this guy right now, you might want to turn away from the screen because this is going to be tough to watch. Here they are, one after another. That's 4 strikeouts for him, and that's called the golden sombrero.
Addison Russell makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
1 and 2.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1 and 2. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. A runner on first with 2 away. And another foul ball. Got him swinging in the dirt. Ishikawa finds it. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Chris Coghlan will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Up with it, Ishikawa.
Oh, God, Travis, come on!
What he wanted to do there is now they'll need 4 outs.
Ay, ay, ay.
Dexter Fowler steps up now with the
Ay,
bases
ay,
loaded,
ay.
and
Come
he's
on,
down by
Travis.
4. That makes him, of course, the potential tying run, so we'll see if he swings for it here. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now.
A little drama towards the end, but
They've got things firing on all cylinders.
we good. We cool. All right, we good. We cool, baby. Yeah, we cool. Uh-huh. That's right, baby. We good. So there's your final line score.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Personally, I would have gone with the guy who hit a 3-run home run.
So that
But, you know,
just about
that's
do
just
it.
me.
For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 6-2. Good night from...
Good night from Chicago. I've been to Chicago many times. I'm sure I probably told this. I'm sure I probably told this in a previous video on the channel before, but my dad's brother Bob, and yes, his name. Yes, I do literally have an Uncle Bob. He worked as an airline mechanic at first it was Republic, then Republic and Eastern merged, and then that airline became part of Northwest Airlines, and then Northwest and Delta merged, but yeah, he was an airline mechanic at Chicago O'Hare Airport before he was transferred down to Atlanta. But yeah, when I was growing up during the 1980s, yeah, we made several trips to Chicago. And that's part of the reason why I am a fan of the Chicago Bulls. It's because, there were times where, my dad and my uncle and my mom and some of the cousins, they would go somewhere to do something, and my Aunt Karen, or my cousin Tracy, occasionally we'd be out there sometimes, and they would take me to go see a Chicago Bulls game. Now, I mean, this is very early Chicago Bulls before they started winning championships, but I mean, I can't say as fact that I have seen Michael Jordan play at Chicago Stadium before they went over to the United Center. I did see Michael Jordan play, and Scottie Pippen, and the members of the. Well, I don't know. Was Scottie Pippen on the roster at that time frame? Because my uncle got transferred to Atlanta right around late 1990, early 1991. So, but I mean, all of my relatives from Uncle Bob, my cousins, and they're all like huge Chicago fans. Blackhawks, Bears. More Cubs than White Sox, but they are like huge Chicago sports franchise fans. But alright. I think I've rambled on enough at the end of this. So as always, I've been the Lumberjack. Hopefully you've been you. Try to behave yourselves. I know I'm asking a lot. And I will see you all next time for whatever the next video is. Alright? Peace out.